All right, you guys, here's some help on this IXL for today. 8th grade AA.2, take a look up there, 8th grade AA.2, solving a system of equations by graphing. This one's kind of nice because it'll allow you to graph right here on the grid. All you have to do is see down here where there's purple and green. I clicked on the green one now I'm clicking on the purple one. Whatever one you clicked on, that's the equation you're going to graph. So if I click on the green one here, I'm going to go back to the purple. You can kind of see them highlight back and forth. I'm on the purple right now. So my y-intercept, as you can see, is -4. So I'm going to click on -4. And then you just need to use the slope to plot one more point. So in this case, the slope looks to be -3/5. So I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to count carefully over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And once I plot that one point, okay, plot a point there. Now there's my line. It already shows up. You only need 2 points really to make a line. So as long as I use the y-intercept and the slope, I've got 2 points, and that should be correct for that. Now I'm going to click on the green equation, and again, you can see them up here too, but they also show up down here, which I think is just nicer because then you know which one you have and which one you've clicked on. So now I'm going to have some green line up here and green points. This one is a y-intercept of -2, and then a slope of -1/5, so down 1 and right 5. Okay, and I can see that actually I did my slopes correctly, but the lines, as you can see, intersect here on the left side of the graph, which looks like it's at the point -5, -1. So I'm going to go down here and type in that for my answer, -5, and then over to there's the y-coordinate -1, and I'm going to click submit, and it says great job. Okay, just going through a few of these problems here, but this is mainly what you're going to do on today's IXL. So here's another one. Again, there are the equations. It says solve the system by graphing. First graph the equations, then type in your solution. Again, you can see them up there, but I think it's kind of nice to look at them down here because then you know what color you're working with. So blue, orange. Okay, now I'm on the blue. Or sorry, the orange. I clicked on the orange one. So I'm going to start off with that y-intercept 5 and go up 1/2. And once I do 1 point again, then it's already graphed for me. Now I'm going to click on the blue one so I can start making points for the blue. Y-intercept of 4, up 1/3. And when I plot those, I can see the graph, that both lines are graphed, and they intersect back here. It looks like a -6, 2. So -6, comma, 2, oops, not W, 2 for the y-coordinate, okay? And that's right, okay? Good, I'm glad. I was going to say, I'll maybe do one more, but this one is actually a little different, so which is good. Solve this system. Look at those equations. Y equals 1/2 x plus 2, and then x equals -4. Okay, let me start with the orange one down here, because that's one that looks kind of common to us. Y-intercept is +2, up 1/2. There's my graph for the orange one. The blue one, x equals -4. We have seen these, you guys. Look at the variable you're working with, x. So that talks about the x-axis. So on the x-axis, you're going to go to -4. So I'm going to click right on that. And this is the no slope case, the straight up and down line, because it just goes up and down on every place where you've gone left 4. Every point along this line, right, if I click on a bunch of different ones, all of them would be -4, like this one I'm clicking on right now, -4, 6, okay? Or right here, this would be -4, 2, okay, or -4, 0. Like all those points have the x-coordinate -4. So that's the no slope line, the straight up and down case. And it looks like here that -4, 0 is where the two lines intersect. So I can still have a linear system, even with one of those equations where it's just the one variable, like a no slope case. Okay. And oh, good, here they give me another one kind of like that. Okay. The top one actually is slope-intercept form. I know it looks kind of funny because there's no other numbers there, but it is y equals, right? So it's slope-intercept form. Y equals -x. Okay. Going down here to click on that. Y equals -x. Well, the slope is -1, and the y-intercept is 0. So I'm going to start right on 0, and -1 for the slope, so down 1, right 1. There's my graph of my line for y equals -x. Take a look at the purple one, kind of like we just did for the no slope case for the other one, where x equals -4. This is y equals -1. So think about the y-axis. I can see the y up top there, right? That y-axis is just a big number line, and where would y be -1? Well, it'd be right here, just down 1, okay? And all points that have a y-coordinate of -1 would be along the horizontal line, okay? Look at the points that I'm clicking here, about 4, -1, okay? Or about 6, -1, or about 8, -1, okay? Or 9, -1. Any of those points, along that horizontal line have -1 as the y coordinate. And that's why that equation, y equals -1, graphs like that, okay? So as I look at where, now again, realize though what I'm looking for is the intersection where these two lines cross, right? So it looks like 1, -1 is where the green and purple lines cross. So 1 and then -1, okay? All right, I'll do one more here. This one doesn't look like any kind of special case, but still the same idea. The orange line down here has a y-intercept of +3 and then goes up 1/2. The other one has a y-intercept of -2. Oops, and see, that's what happens though when you forget, like I just did. I'm demonstrating, just testing you guys, showing you a common mistake. Okay, don't do that. Okay, I knew I was gonna do that the whole time. Make sure you click on the blue equation, and then -2 is the y-intercept, and then down to 1 and right 3 for the slope. Okay. Looks like my lines cross there on the left side of the graph in between the second and third quadrant on the x-axis. -6, comma 0. So -6, 0 should be this one. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, and here's one of the ones. Well, I'll do this one just because it's one more of these special cases. X equals 5. So again, like we just talked about, along the x-axis, go to where 5 is. And this should be the straight up and down line, because every line on that line will be over to the right 5, and then up or down so much, okay? Oops, now I gotta go down here, click the green line, then y equals 1. On the y-axis, go up 1. And it's the horizontal line then, because all those points will have a y-coordinate of +1. And my solution looks to be 5, 1. What do you know? Which is like what the equations actually look like. 5 for x and 1 for y. Okay? All right, guys. There you go. Now you can try it out yourself. If you still need help, you can Zoom me, email me, or let me know. But hopefully those examples will help you out with today's IXL.